guys, so today we're going to be discussing part 2 in our 3-part series of common mistakes that I see made with HUA diets. And today I want to talk about the biggest component of managing this condition, which is water consumption. Most HUA owners do in fact know that you need to add extra water to your dog's food. The reason for this is the more water you pump into them, the more they're going to flush that bladder, flushing out any crystals that might be forming. But one thing that I do commonly see as a mistake is people are not quite sure how much water to add to the bowl. Depending on what diet they're feeding, that the water amount can change with that diet. The one thing that is not going to change no matter what diet you're feeding is the fact that you do need to float the food. This helps aid the kidneys and it is flushing that bladder out, which is going to be really important in making sure that nothing is building up in the bladder. You are always going to need to float the food. So basically what that means is add as much water as you can get them to tolerate in at meal times. For 50-pound dogs and up, I recommend a minimum of 1.5 cups of water at meal times. Yes, it's a lot. Yes, it looks like soup. Also going to help ensure that nothing is staying in that bladder long enough to turn into stones, to adhere to the bladder wall, cause a blockage. And I recommend that regardless of what diet you are feeding. Water is one of the biggest components here. The other thing is that your pet is 70% water. The quality of the water that you're using is affecting their bladder pH as well. You're giving an excessive amount of tap water that's high in chlorine. That's going to create a more acidic environment in the bladder. I do recommend reverse osmosis water systems. They do sell countertop systems that you can get now. Because of those needs, I do also recommend avoiding dry foods. If you are going to stick with the UD diets, go for the wet version. All right, guys, I hope this helps.